Thank you. Good afternoon. We're really pleased you're here. Valparaiso University is committed to excellence in all of its endeavors, and today we are pleased to announce the appointment of a new head coach for Valpo's football team. This marks a deliberate move by Valparaiso University to increase the competitiveness of its football program, to increase the quality of the experience for the young men who play for us that will match the excellent education they receive at this university, and to provide an excellent experience for our football fans, and to begin the process of building one of the top D1 non-scholarship football programs in the nation.
I'm pleased to announce that after a national search, Dale Carlson has accepted Valparaiso University's offer to serve as its new head football coach. Dale has 21 years of experience as a collegiate head coach and a proven record of success on the field. He has won numerous awards for his talent and leadership and was named Independent Coach of the Year this season by the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. Coach Carlson has all of the attributes we set out to find in our new head football coach and will make a valuable addition to our athletic staff. He is committed to recruiting student athletes who aspire to greatness in the classroom and on the football field and understands how to build championship programs. He demonstrates a high level of enthusiasm for developing quality football here at Valpo. Dale came to Valpo after serving 6 seasons with Ohio Dominican University, where he guided the Panthers to a 36-27 record, including 7-3 marks each of the last 2 years. At Ohio Dominican, he produced 5 All-Americans, 7 academic All-Americans, and more than 90 All-Conference players. In 2007, he led the Panthers to an undefeated regular season and a Mid-States Football Association Mid-East League championship. Ohio Dominican finished the season 12-1 overall, and Dale earned Midwest League Coach of the Year honors along with American Football Coach Association Region 2 and American Football Monthly NAIA National Coach of the Year honors. Prior to coaching at Ohio Dominican, Coach Carlson spent 8 seasons as the head football coach at Tri-State University in Angola, leading the team to Midwest Conference Championship in 2001 and was named the league's Coach of the Year. He also served 4 seasons as the head coach at Taylor University here in Indiana and 3 seasons at Lakeland College in Wisconsin. The university looks forward to Dale's addition to our athletic staff and his leadership of our football program as it develops champions in competition, classroom, and community. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Valparaiso University's 16th head football coach, Dale Carlson.
I looked at Valparaiso for a number of different reasons. First and foremost, it's an outstanding academic institution. And in my career as a college coach, one of the things that has been most important to me is the ability to recruit quality student athletes. Secondly, we're in a great location here at, on the edge of the Chicagoland area. And as you heard in my bio, I'm a Chicago guy, so it's good to be coming back home. Thirdly, I'm a product of Lutheran secondary education, Lutheran higher education, and it's great to be at Valparaiso University, which, as far as being Lutheran, it's like the pinnacle. It's like the Notre Dame, and I'm excited to be here. On the football side, there was a strong commitment, sense of commitment that I received from both President and our athletic director about Valparaiso University football and the direction that they wanted to go. Not going to compromise the academic standards. We're going to look for students who want to come to school first and get their education, but also who aspire to be outstanding players on the field and who are willing to do what it takes to be a Division I FCS football player and play at the highest level. So it's a new day for Crusader football. And from this day forward, we aspire to nothing but greatness. We aspire to be champions both on and off the football field, to be great representatives of this fine university when we are not in the pads and when we are either walking around campus or we're out in the community.
John Mutka, Post-Tribune. What made this, you have a built-in handicap here of not offering athletic scholarships. How do you overcome that?
Well, you know, it depends on what your perspective is. The perspective, as far as I'm concerned, is that first and foremost, we have an opportunity to recruit students to a Division I university and to have an opportunity to play Division I football. And when I look at, the Ivy League doesn't have scholarships, Patriot League doesn't have scholarships, and they play at a very, very high level. There's no question in my mind that we can also get our football program to play at that level. And when you look at the success of the PFL schools over the last few years, you're seeing that the competitive gap has been closed. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years ago, Dayton beat Fordham of the Patriot League. Fordham was in the Division I FCS playoffs. So, when it all comes down to it, whenever you're dealing in private education, which is what I've done for most of my life, whether you call it an athletic scholarship, whether you call it institutional aid, it does come down to that financial aid package, and you have to be able to work within the parameters that you have. But part of it's your strategy to recruit, part of it's who you go after. But I don't view it as a handicap because there's so many positive things to be here. The Division I experience, the opportunity to play in a conference that is competitive and is competing against even scholarship schools. And you may call me crazy, but I'm excited about playing Western Illinois to open up next year because I want to prove that we can play and we can compete at the highest levels.
I know you said that you don't view the non-scholarship as a handicap, but what obstacles do you see, and are they similar to anything that you've overcome in any other jobs before?
Well, I think the biggest thing we've got to do is change the culture, and we talked a lot about that in the interview process. And I told the players this today. You play in a Division I FCS program. I don't care if it's scholarship, non-scholarship. That doesn't mean anything. The thing that we are is we're a Division I football program. We're going to start to act like that. But that means everybody has got to understand that we're a Division I FCS program. And that was, quite honestly, when I had my discussions with Mark and the search committee and President Heckler, that they agreed that we are a Division I FCS football program, and that's how we're going to proceed and we're going to act. And so as I told the players, we're going to have to change the culture, we're going to have to change the attitude. But as I told them today, as far as I'm concerned, success is a choice. You're going to choose every day whether you're going to be successful or not, and the more days you choose to be successful, the better opportunities you have in front of you. So from this day on, as Crusader football players, we're going to choose to be successful, and I think we're going to build a foundation to get this program up to the top of the league.
Coach, can you talk a bit about your offensive philosophy? 550 yards a game 1 year, 50 points a game. That's pretty nice numbers there. And just talk a little bit about that. Did the players' eyes light up when they read that at all?
Well, I think so. And one of the things in my coaching career, I was very lucky to have been mentored by, I think, some great football coaches. Tom Beck, who I worked for at Elmhurst College and Grand Valley State, and Tom's in the College Football Hall of Fame. Obviously gave me an opportunity to coach college football, but I'd actually been a defensive coach as a high school coach, and I got moved to offense, and I coached the offensive line there. And Tom, kind of showed me a little bit about offense. But I had 1 year at Franklin College with Red Fought, and some of you that have been around for a while know that name. And Red was a coach that was way ahead of his time. He was throwing the football all over the place from the 1960s and the 70s and the 80s. And at that time, Franklin College, when I was there, was a Division II school, and he was routinely beating Saginaw Valleys and Grand Valleys and those people at that level because of his passing attack. And when I became a head coach, I kind of took that philosophy of spreading the field and attacking. And so I've been running some sort of a spread offense for the last 21 years. And, of course, it's morphed and developed, but I think we've got a pretty good handle on how to run it, and yes, I do think our players' eyes lit up. But I will say this, though. If you're going to win, you got to play great defense, and you win championships playing defense, and we talked about those offensive statistics, but our teams have been pretty good on defense as well.